When AT&T asked if we wanted to review the Surface 3 LTE, we didn't hesitate to say absolutely. Hey, what's going on everyone? BoHD here, and if you've been watching many of the last Phone Dog videos, thank you, you guys are amazing, but you will know that we've been covering the iPad Pro. Now, I personally have voiced my opinion of the device, and I will say that the Surface 3 and the Surface lineup in general is much more capable than Apple's shiny new tablet. I've used Surface devices on and off in the past, but for nearly 3 weeks, I've been using the Surface 3 LTE as my daily driver laptop. So what the Surface 3 does right is a lot of things, to be honest. It's incredibly portable, as it's only 8.7 millimeters thick, about 14 millimeters thick with the type cover. It can fit in just about any backpack or bag, and it can sit on about any college-sized desk without being too obtrusive. All you college students out there, you will know those desks are crazy small. It also features all the ports I would think a college student may need. A full-size USB port, a Mini DisplayPort, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and a micro USB port for charging. There's even a microSD card slot for expandable storage. The Surface 3 is basically a fully functional computer running a full version of Windows 10, but with a tablet-sized portability. The display on the Surface 3 is very good. It's a 10.8-inch clear-type HD Plus display with a solid 1080p resolution, but it gets very bright and has great viewing angles. Black colors actually look surprisingly deep for an LCD panel. My Surface 3 LTE features 2GB of RAM and 64GB of flash storage. You can, however, upgrade to 4GB of RAM, which I would recommend. It's powered by a quad-core Intel Atom mobile processor that doesn't require any cooling fans. What this means is that it's not going to deliver enough power to accomplish demanding video or photo editing tasks. If that's a deal breaker, then don't buy a Surface 3. But it also means that this device is completely silent. You won't hear any annoying fans kick on during a lecture or just any usage. Something that can be a bit of a problem with the Surface Pro variants. Now, my Surface 3 runs Windows 10. It actually ran Windows 8 when I received it from AT&T, but I upgraded it to Windows 10 because it is so much better. There's a lot of features of Windows 10 that I could, talk about for hours. I'll link a Phone Dog video I made detailing many of those features for you to watch if you'd like. But the number one feature I use, which isn't very new to Windows 10, is the split view functionality that allows you to view 2 apps on the screen at once by dragging them to the side of the screen. Windows 10 did actually further improve this functionality by allowing you to snap up to 4 apps on screen at once by dragging each app into one of the corners. Best of all, you can snap any application you want. You don't need developers to add the functionality to the app. It just works. Take that, iPad Pro and or iOS. So I think the Surface 3 LTE absolutely needs a type cover. Without it, it's just a tablet, and tablets aren't very productive machines. The type cover is not only well thought out as it connects to the side of the Surface 3 via very strong magnets, but it's one of the best thin mechanical keyboards out there. The keys have enough travel to easily type full essays without any strain or fatigue. It's not too cramped, even though it is a relatively small device, and Microsoft has included some useful shortcut keys here as well. My only complaint is with the trackpad. It's not very good, which isn't much of a surprise. It's a Windows trackpad. It's very small, and the multi-touch functionality is very touchy. It gets the job done, but it's nothing special, nor is it perfect. Also, the $130 price tag is a bit steep. I would have liked to see the price under $100. But with the kickstand and the type cover, I'm easily able to use the Surface 3 as a fully functional laptop. I can type on my lap or on a flat surface like a desk or a table and still comfortably view the display thanks to the 3 varying degrees of the stand. Microsoft and AT&T did include the Surface Pen, but to be totally honest with you guys, I didn't use it at all. If you like drawing and taking notes with a digital pen, then you might want to consider buying it, but I don't really have much input on the device, unfortunately. I just didn't use it. The Surface 3 does also feature dual front-facing stereo speakers, and they are pretty awesome. They're very loud, and the sound quality is surprisingly crisp and detailed. One thing I have yet to really talk about is the LTE. So my Surface 3 LTE is connected through AT&T. I usually always buy Wi-Fi enabled devices, but the ability to travel without worrying about a Wi-Fi connection is really a dream. I personally never experienced any connection issues with AT&T, and honestly, that's not too much of a surprise since I don't travel too far away from the city or interstate. The Surface 3 Wi-Fi variant cost about $500 for the base model, and the Surface 3 LTE cost about $600 for the base model. But given its portability, the fact that it runs the full Windows 10 OS, it has expandable storage, front-facing speakers, an impressive 10-hour battery life, give or take, a very capable type cover, and a beautiful display, I think it's absolutely worth it. In fact, I'm very tempted to pick up a unit myself right after I ship this unit back to AT&T. With that said, that is my review of the Surface 3 LTE from Microsoft and AT&T. I'm BoHD from PhoneDog.com. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you right back here in the next one. See ya.